Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode. Long time no see, so let's just jump right into it. Alright guys, so back to another video. It's been a long time, a lot of things happening, a lot of changes happening in the garage. Everything looks the same in the back, but full disclosure, I had another different intro, but I rambled a lot. You know how I do. So I figured we'd clean it up. This is post-editing. We are in the future. So, little quick update. We've been real busy here in the garage. We kind of remodeled it. We decided to go and build a couple extra things. We're throwing a party for my son, Victor. Little Victor's going to be 15 here in a couple of months. So in our Hispanic, tradition is, especially for a girl, we throw a big 15th birthday party. So obviously times have changed where, the boys are starting to get them big parties. And my son wanted one. So for the sake of trying to save some money, but also trying to make some money, we decided to go full blown and make some of the decorations and stuff for his party. So that's kind of where we've been. Other than that, spending time with the family and working life, how it is. So this is what it usually looked like right here. I don't know. We used to have car racks and stuff back here. So now we got the little machine where we do the Silky Zone machine. And then we got this big machine here, which we're able to do bigger projects and stuff. So I'm not really sure. I was thinking about doing kind of some videos on that, on what we're doing. We're doing some Marquise letters, a big 3-foot, 4-foot tall letters with the bulbs inside of them. So we started to manufacture those for his party and then maybe sell them, whatnot. Just always jumping into some stuff. I think my biggest deal is I like to build stuff, and make things. Speaking about that, we're gonna jump into some RC racing. We went ahead and ordered some tires a while back. We got some tires fully stocked. So we decided we're gonna go support the South, go to Porter, Mike's Golf Raceway. Round one of, I forgot the series, what it's called, my bad, but we want to go show some love down there, all the tracks down there, and I think eventually comes up here to Thompson. So really excited about that. It's been a couple of months since we raced, since Abilene. So in the mix of that, obviously we got a new build, the Midget. I raced it that one time in Abilene. That car went to the customer, and then I built another version. So it was like two different versions. So we got mine all set up. It hasn't hit the track yet. By the time this video comes, obviously it has, but we wanted to go try that. And then obviously, me being who I am, I decided, you know what? They're throwing Midwest Mod back into the scene. Let's support it. I wanted to build a Midwest Mod and also a different late model, which will go hand in hand, right? Just different body. So we went ahead and opted to build a Midwest Mod, cut the chassis out. So full disclosure, obviously now that we're ahead of time, it was around 8 o'clock that I started. I already had designed the chassis. We cut it out in carbon, put whatever pieces that we put on it from a donor car, and then we headed out to Houston. It was a long night. Went to bed around 2, woke up at 4, loaded up. Joseph, homeboy came up. He met me at the house. We rode together. And then the next thing you'll see us will be in H-Town, Porter, Texas, baby. Check it out. Hey guys, what's up? So we are currently in Mike's Gulf Coast Raceway here in Porter. It was a long night. I was able to get a lot of things done. When I left, the car was not finished. I had a lot of things completed on the new Midwest Mod that I put together. So came up here, made some test hits with the new Midget. Everything looks pretty good. Finalized a couple of things, put a transponder on it. Made an adjustment here and there. Late model, drove it for a little bit, changed the springs on the rear. Track is really short and bumpy. So I think we're gonna be fighting traction issues. So made an adjustment to that, and then I just now finish up the new build. Check it out. All right, so there she is already. Just utilizing the new setup. We have so much room here now, so we can move the battery. Obviously, it's very weight transfer on these cars is very critical. We were able to hit the dimensions perfect. So now the bumper that I used the body that I used to have, which is down here. Fits nice and perfect. I did add this pole here just to help stabilize the center. I gotta order support poles from Traxxon Custom Works. So yeah, me and Joseph made it out here. The trailer is a hot mess. Came in here and it was raining. It was just miserable. Sun came out now, so it's starting to get a little humid. We got the AC going. We were not able to finish. We were going to put the curtains in here to help keep the cool in here, but it's not doing too bad right now. But definitely could have used it. But car's finished. We're starting round 1, and I'm going to see if I can get that new camera to work. I got to re-download the app or something. So yeah, off to round 1. All right, round 1, Midwest Mod. All right, so this is the very first time that this car hits the track. I literally put this car together right before this, so I have not test driven it or anything, so it'll be the first time we driving this car.
Styrofoam, combined. Up next, Midwest Model. Heat Model 1, this is a full track, super fast car. Like I said, I'm trying to get plenty of marshals out here. These cars go real fast.
Michael Allen. Charles Davidson. 2 minutes from the start of the race. Jordan Jackson.
All right, it being the first time on the track is a little slick. Car feels a little loose coming out of the turn. It's entering just fine. So unfortunately with this new camera, I still have to work on the angle. So next time I use it, I will have to point the camera down. But basically I'm gonna go up on the right rear spring, go down on the left rear, about 2 rounds, trying to give it a little bit more forward drive coming out of the turn. I am running red springs up front, green Custom Works springs in the rear.
Joe Buster. 1 minute from the start of the race.
So we have 7 now instead of 8. So this is Michael and Chris to check in.
45 seconds from the start of the race.
Now we're just missing Chris.
Michael Allen.
All right, car feels pretty decent. First time on the track, not very high expectations, but at least it's exceeding what I initially thought. At least it's moving forward, it's making some good laps. Here at this track at Gulf Coast, Mike's Gulf Coast Raceway, I believe it's called. You do have the option of either, this is usually the pit lane that I'm standing on for the off-road, or you can choose to drive from the driver's stand, which is a little bit higher. I chose to stand right here by on the pit roads, a little bit closer. I can see most comfortable here. So we're gonna let this go and see how it goes.
Y'all better make your adjustments now while you have a chance. All right, Chris is still not checked in, so we are gonna roll. So keep them going. Keep them going. In 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Run fast in circles. All right, up next is your race number 12, your Traxxon modified. Noel number 1, Joe, Mike, Jordan, Ray, Charles.
Transponder 9881415. Transponder 9881415.
Chris.
6 pounds down.
County containment, 1 go low, clear. Two minutes, 45 to go. Mike, Noel, Ray, Jordan, Joe, Charles, Chris. Starting with hot lap 556.
My right rear is going out.
And a pretty good battle. We got 5 guys on the same lap. Don't know if they're had burgers or fries with them either, but I also heard it's expensive. So you're halfway through. Michael offered in 1. Cole Servant in 2, ready. Will Nolan, Michael are flipping back and forth now. Ray, Jordan, Joe, Charles, Chris. Those to hold on that fast lap to 556. Michael on a in the. Y'all keep flipping back and forth, make sure y'all look how fast you're going.
My shit's coming loose.
Minute 20 to go. Serving in that hot spot, fighting back and forth with Michael. And Ray, Jordan, and Joe are fighting all together separately.
My right rear's come over, my left front's loose.
Minute to go, minute to go. Third into 1, Halford 2. Jackson, Preston, Crocker. $35.
Come on, hang in there, baby.
Started on a 44 flat. Past lap 548. Ten seconds. 10 seconds. Keep on going, keep on going.
Jim Foster done. Noel Servant done. Jordan Jackson done.
Watch my car, man. That's all.
Done. Ray Preston done.
Keep on rolling.
Better when you get back.
Good job, Chris.
Look at that.
Right?
The boats came out of the whole right front. Well, they're one on the front, and then the right rear came loose too, man. It's just a brand new car. Got enough bolt to check everything.
4401. Fast lap 54. Mike, Jordan, Joe, Ray, Charles.
I gotta put Loctite on everything.
I'm not mad at it. The car handles way better.
All right, I forgot to record here. So basically, I lost one of these screws. So this was moving, and then we got one of these loose. So even the ball studs coming out. So anytime you put in aluminum, you need to put Loctite. Obviously, we just finished this car, so it was a last minute deal. So we got some good old Loctite here. We're gonna give her a nut and bolt check and send her back out to the second round. All right, so we're pretty much ready. What we ended up doing was moving down a hole on the hubs, try to get a little bit more forward bite. We're gonna leave everything set up. We're gonna remove this back about 2 notches. So we were here, so we weren't there. Because we have so much weight on the front and with the drag brake set up, this is why we can move the battery where we want to help our weight bias. So that's where we're at with this. Got everything Loctited, everything that was loose, and we're ready for the next round. We'll move on to this next car.
With Michael at the top, James Brazil at 2, Rick Preston at 3, Robert at 4, hot lap. Michael with a 516, then on a 42.402 pace.
All right, up next we got the late model. Pretty much the same car that we had at Abilene, coming straight out of Chili Bowl. We do have the R7 8.0 in it. With track conditions slick, don't think we're gonna be able to utilize all the motor at this moment. Coming in, car's a little tight coming in, so we're gonna bring it in. We're gonna make an adjustments to the right rear arm, trying to help get it to enter a little bit better.
All here. One minute.
All right, everybody's checked in. It's races Jackson, Noel, Mike, Paul, Chris, Chase and Michael Alford, 42.402. Looks like I got some adjustments that are getting made at the moment. Let's go ahead and roll them and get them up if you can. I know how it works. Remember, you're racing the guy that is calling yourself, not the guy next to you.
One minute is right, please.
Something else coming on the driver's seat.
$45 to start, please.
Well, we do have a lot of adjustments getting made. We got somebody trying to go do jump jumps.
30 seconds to start, please.
Hey, I didn't train him. All right, we're about to roll it out. We're going to get it going. Y'all know how we do this. We'll start off at 3,
Less than 5.
2, 1. Right in circles you go. Well, it looks like we had a field of 5, now we have a field of 3. Jackson was broke. I don't know if he's still broke. Paul pulled his. 30 seconds in, we got Noel up top. Cressley the 2, Chris the 3. Jackson's back in the game, it looks like. 6 laps in. Cressley now takes the top spot. But Chris has that hot lap 5-2. Chris on 43.4 flat with a minute in.
Three minutes left.
Started at Chris to keep flipping back and forth for the top spot. Then we got Chris to Jackson. Looks like Mr. Paul's back in as he comes back up the drive.
Oh, come on.
We go high in 2, clear. Two minutes and 25 seconds to go. Started at Cressley, are going back and forth. I don't have enough breath to continue to call her name. Chris Jackson Paul. Up next will be your wingless sprint, race number 17, heat 1 of 1. Make sure you're in tech, going through tech, and good with tech, because you're on deck. Presley in the 1, Start in the 2, Gilmore in 3W in the 4. Looks like Jackson broke or has made adjustments. That lets Paul get ahead of him. Presley still holding the top spot with 43.404. Started with a fast lap 5.27. Lap 22, which is 2 laps to go. Minute 30 to go. Doyle takes the top spot for Presley. Chris holding on to that 3 spot. And is not letting it go. Because Paul has a long way to go. And Jackson is broke. So, 27 laps in. Minute 15 to go. 42.403 for Mike Presley in the 1. Flipping back and forth between him and Doyle Serta. Minute 8 to go. Well, back at the top spot.
1 minute left.
50 seconds to go. Presley back at the top. Serta in the 2. Chris is 3. Paul 4. See if Presley can keep pinning him off for 37 seconds. At a 42.403 pace. Morning 9 seconds to go. $15 seconds to go with Presley at the top. Serta at 2. Chris is 3. Chris is not far behind Serta. Keep on rolling, guys. Keep on rolling. Continue until your name is called.
No else ready to go. Next is Chris Gold. All gear clear.
All right, that'll do it. Looks like we're going to blow the track off.
I think I got too much motor.
That'll do it for your lane model. 2, 2. Well started in the 1, Mike Chris in the 2. Chris,
Oh, I got first place. Alright, so we got the late model here. For the most part, they did a really good job. We had switched to red springs in the back earlier. We had greens. They kind of helped a little bit. What I think I'm going to do, though, I'm going to go ahead and move the weight, the battery back as well. Just very small, subtle changes. We do have a what is this? We have an 8.0 in there. It's a little much, but we're going to try to keep working on it. Try to track is starting to grip up a little bit, so hopefully we're going to lay down some traction.
all right, that'll do it for your wingless.
Damn.
Chris Tibble up top.
You didn't
Gary Dornick in the 2. Scott Earhart, R.C. Grove,
Well, how did
Ryan
he keep
Mike.
doing that then? You would let you.
Mike doesn't work on that transponder. I got 0 laps the whole time. And I don't know why. Picked you up and then it went away. Checked you in and then checked you out. So let's make sure we get these corners covered.
Oh, shit.
And inside covered for these midgets. Tell you, the little cars are big arms.
I don't know.
No else ready.
We might be out on the track somewhere.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Not done.
A little bit. Oh! The screw came out. Same shit like last time.
You got 2.0?
No, I ain't got.
No, it's smaller. But it's smaller? Is it?
That's one of those. One.
Oh, it's 1/16?
Yeah, 1/16.
Can we go put it back together?
Yeah. Well, it's gonna happen again.
Jay, run yours across the loop for me. I'll slow it down for me just real quick. I'm assuming you just got started.
Yeah. Hey,
I got you.
get a dab of super glue.
Y'all go fast. Everybody.
All right. Earlier during practice, we had the same situation happen. Stud did come out on the midget, put it back together. At the time when I put it together, it seemed like it was fine, like it was holding. At the same time, we were trying to accomplish multiple things, get a couple of test runs on the midget and the late model, and then we focused on the Midwest mod. So a little bit of neglection on my part, but good thing Joseph was there. He's going to try to put it together for us, and hopefully it holds. If not, we'll make the best of it.
Ian, Jay at the top, James the 2, Jackson the 3. Chris, Duffy. It's like Serta has an issue. Something had happened. So, nothing. Three minutes to go. Jay Lake up top. Mike Chris the 2, Jackson the 3, Watkins 4, Brazil, Duncan, Jake Black 5.29 fast lap on a 41.401. Two minutes and 30 seconds to go. Presley, Jay Black, James Zill, Jackson Duffy, Shane Watkins, and Mike Duffy.
Go down on the right rear.
Front.
Go down 2 rounds on the right rear.
You're racing yourself. Looks like he's back in. Halfway through this one. Jay Black with a 5.29 on lap 2.
I gotta replace it.
One pace. Presley the 2, Jackson.
We're gonna have to. I think it's just stripped out. Think that. All right. Up next, we got the midget. Didn't really get to do much of a run. The little bit that it did run, it looked pretty promising. Maybe it was a little tight, but for the most part, it was looking really good. We had this fall off. If you saw me just standing there in the stand there for a minute, I was waiting for Joseph to go put this back on. It looks like it ripped this hub out, which this hub is out of plastic. So I was looking to replace this hub and maybe go ahead and replace this screw bolt. So yeah, for the most part, seems like it was pretty good, working out pretty good. We do have another car here that I built. It's the original one that I had and that I raced last time in Abilene. He was struggling a little bit. That car has a laydown transmission in it, and it had a ton of steering in it, so I asked him to change some springs around and kind of clean up a little bit of his driving. So yeah, we're gonna repair this and then move on to the next.
45.409. Set back in heat number 1. As they do, the score down happens in the first minute of every race. Jordan 42.404.
All right, so prior to me hitting recording, as we walked up to the track, I told Joseph, man, the track conditions have changed. The color of the track has doubled in darkness. So now understanding how much the track has gripped up, the adjustments that I made in the pits for this round are completely the opposite of what we needed to do. So we're going to try to push through this.
Jason, Robert. Up next, new Midwest Mod, Heat 1 and 1. Guys, set your cars down, come Marshall. Don't be that guy that does it, Marshall. Don't be that guy. This race, Noel Turner, TQ 4401. Michael Jordan. That's it, Jordan Jackson. Thank way too many times. Joe, Ray, Charles, Chris. Charles probably out of breath from marshalling so much. But he is the
You
man.
got a motor going bad. I think you got a motor going bad. If it won't go and stop.
It's probably a cable too.
Everybody shifting. You got about a minute 10 to make your adjustments. That's why I say these things get ready. If you are not ready, you don't get your time to make your adjustments. You hear the guy up top. 54 seconds before I call roll out.
25 seconds to start the race.
All right, so we made a couple of rounds, made an adjustments to the rear arm, left rear arm. We move it forward all the way, trying to help on coming out of the track. Go down on the right rear spring, go up on the left rear spring. We have way too much traction in the car, and it's too tight coming out, which is affecting everything, especially turning in. So we're gonna try to push through it and see how it goes.
Qualifier number 2.
Get the right rear move back on the
Everybody looks like up to speed. We will go racing in 3, 2, 1. Go. I like this class. It's fast. Sometimes it's fun to hear your car is fast. Now we're chasing Noel 4401. I believe we're probably going to meet that in this heat. 7-car field here. One pulling off, hitting a slight adjustment. Got one doing a barrel roll. And it's entanglement in 3. Shoot. I know. Minute in, Ray Preston up top, Chris, Joe, Noel, Jordan, Charles, Mike. A little over a minute in, Ray on 44,403. Once these cars get hooked, they are fast. And they are fun.
Way too tight. Mine is too. Gonna go back to the other springs.
Oh, shit.
Just about halfway through this one, Ray up top with a 45,403 with 5.0 pass lap. Tight race between Chris and Noel, 2 spots. Joe, Jordan, Charles, Michael. Noel jumped back. A little bit here.
Broke. The left rear came out.
Ray's still up top. Hold tight.
They popped off?
And the screw came out. One around. In the back stretch, low back stretch, don't get too high.
Going further, they're going left up and go down the motor. Screw came out.
Minute 20 to go. Up next track, modified. Heat, you be ready? 06. Robert trying to reset that TQ. We've got 13 seconds to keep it fast. Jackson now up there trying to reset TQ as well. Or be on top of TQ. You've got 3 seconds to do it. Stay fast. Till your name is called. Continue on. You hear 3 names.
Jackson looking button. Robert leader button.
That'll do it. Robert Lediger. Sitting on top of 44,402. Jackson in the 2, 22,401. Paul, okay, 34,401. Paul is fast lap 5003. Paul's car is fast. He had some mechanics done.
No lesser.
Late model Heat 202, you're on the clock. That's Michael Walker, James Brazil, Gold Surgeon. Mike Chrisley, Chris Gilmore. On deck is winning the sprint. Heat 1-1.
And it looked like, maybe, do you drive the race like me and Cody?
Let's go one.
It looked like you might have punched the brake a little quicker than
Run level.
Thank you, Mike. Yep. Hey, we'll try, goddamn.
Are you cool with 9-car main instead of a 6 and a 3
On what?
on this car? We got 9 cars. So it's either an 8-car A main after a 3-car B main or a 9-car A main.
Oh,
You good with that?
sure.
I mean, you don't have to be.
No, yeah, that's fine.
You know, you would be the first one to say no. So I would hate to have, everybody else against you, but
Yeah.
Jason Robert.
have a good race.
44,402.
Start the race.
Up next to be Wingless Spring Heat 101. Y'all better stay and get ready. Let's get some marshals over here, please.
30 seconds to start the race.
30 seconds.
Looks like you got it whizzing around here pretty good, no?
Yeah. All right, so learning from what we had track conditions on the Midwest Mod. After the Midwest Mod race, went over there and I changed the springs from greens to purples. So we didn't get to move the battery because it was too much of a work to do it. So we went ahead and just changed the springs, made a couple adjustments to the right front spring, left rear's all the way in, and we're gonna make some laps, see how it goes.
We're gonna run it. Continue on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I'll call it in 3, 2, 1. Quickly. Appreciate that, buddy. Looks like Brazil had a little bit of technical difficulties. That is a fast car. So that makes this a 4-car field. And they're going to race on top of each other. Hi, Michael. Keeps it interesting. And they're 30 seconds in. Michael Alford up top, Preston 2, Chris Green Gold 4. But all subject to change in the next second or 2. These smaller heats, you see some fast times. Ooh.
3 minutes left.
Man in. Michael Alford, Mike Presley, Chris Gilmore, Gold Surgeon.
All right, so making some laps. Car's looking really good. The announcer says I was in 4th place the first time, a couple of times. And I'm like, okay, well, I made a mess up. At one point, I stopped. So I'm making laps. And then he says it again that I'm in 4th place. I'm thinking something's not right. Maybe my transponder or something. So, I mean, I'm driving. I'm pushing harder and harder to see if I can make grounds and something's not adding up, but the car feels good, and at this point we're just trying to make some laps.
Crashing the thing, but it happens just about halfway through this one. Michael Alford in the 1, Mike Presley in the 2, Chris Gilmore, Noel Serna. James Brazil looks like he got his car going. He's got half a race to get himself tuned in for the mains. Alford trying to reset that TQ. We got a car going backwards. In the backstretch. Car in the backstretch. Back to a 5-car field. Minute 20 to go. Alford, Presley, Gilmore, Serna, Brazil. Brazil pulls his car. Back to a 4. Minute to go. You'll hear the robot band in just a second. Michael Alford in the 1, Presley, Gilmore, Serna. Alford out 45.401. Seconds to go. Last lap still belongs to Noel started with 5.003. Michael Alford trying to get back that TQ up with 43.402. So they come down the wire, guys. 25 seconds to go. They're spread out, they're going fast. Up next, wingless sprint. Stage is ready. 15 seconds to go. Alford, Presley, Gilmore, Serna. Keep them rolling. You know the drill. You know the drill. Once your name is called, pull your car. You know the thing. Put it under the driver's stand. Come out, get you a seat. Do some marshalling.
You got screwed.
Waiting on.
I thought my car wasn't counting or what?
You must have the lap time set at 4 seconds or something.
Uh-huh.
You were getting 9. Down to 4.
Press
So I
one to
think
read
the
my
whole
line will read. Michael Alford.
Because I feel like I was.
you would go by, and then the next lap it'd count 9. You'd go by, and then it'd count 9.
Okay.
You were down below the 9.
We got Michael Alford.
Who, I need to go talk to him about that?
I don't know if he knows how to fix it.
Mike Presley, Chris Gilmore, Noel Serna, James Brazil, Robert Hunter, hang on to that.
He has a fast
A minimum?
and his going below it.
Okay, thank you.
Michael Alford with a 40. But I like it.
Well, sir.
Oh.
Michael.
Griffin.
Thank
Go hard.
This class is James Brazil, Jimmy Evans. Jackson Duffy.
I almost saved it.
Mike Duffy, Noel Serna. You had a minute to make your adjustments, get on the track and run.
Looks good. It's just, man.
No 1-minute call here. I told you a long time
Nah.
ago. I need marshals in their spots. Y'all know what to do.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I think it's good.
Yeah, looks good.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Take it easy on me.
Oh, yeah, right?
Less than 5.
ignition and it's running.
Guys, all right, guys, get your final adjustments made.
I can deal with a run.
Let's get them up, get them up, get them up. Quickly, go in circles. Turning left. Quickly. We'll start the race in 3, 2, and 1. Go.
Sorry, James. Oh,
All right, guys. Y'all done y'all shit? Gold Serta in the 1. James Brazil right behind him. Duffy, Mike, that is, just got passed by Michael King and Jimmy Adams. And Jackson.
3 minutes left.
Troy Johnson in the 7. Y'all are just shuffling like cars. So, it is what it is. 45 4 flat right now by Noel. Fast lap 5.1. 1. Minute 30 in, Noel Serta, James Brazil, Jimmy Adams, Michael King, Jackson Duffy, Troy Johnson, Mike Duffy.
oh.
Oh, sorry about that, Troy.
Minute left.
All right, minute 45 Noel Serta, James Brazil, Jimmy Adams, Michael King, Mike Duffy, Troy Johnson, Jackson Duffy.
God. Man, there goes
Y'all go low in the backstretch.
that brand new bumper.
Jackson's going again.
It's all right.
It's like Noel is on a 43 4 flat. Jimmy Adams, James Brazil are flipping back and forth. 42 402. Watch it on the front. Watch it on the front. Watch it on the front.
Still there, still there, still there.
Sorry, Troy.
Minute 9 to go. Noel, Brazil, King, Jimmy Adams.
1 minute left.
Noel trying to reset that TQ. Up next, Midget. Heat 2 of 2.
Oh, sorry, James.
That's all right. I still love you, man.
45 seconds to go. It's tight. Trouble on the back. It is a mess. Be careful. It's clear now. $30 seconds to go. Serta hang on the lead. Substantial lead. Brazil, King, Adams, Duffy, Johnson, Duffy. Good catch, RC. 15 seconds. Midget Heat 2-2. Henry. 5 seconds to go. Keep going till your name is called.
Jackson Duffy done.
Keep going.
Noel Serta done. Jimmy Adams done. Mike Duffy done. James Brazil done.
Keep
Michael
going,
King done.
rolling. Waiting on 1. Waiting on 2.
Troy Johnson done.
Hey, Noel.
There it is. Okay, fine.
Hey, Noel. I knew
Noel Serta.
for you, sorry.
Reset.
You're good.
43, 4 flat. Brazil, Adams, King, Mike Duffy, Troy Johnson, Jackson Duffy. On to race number 20.
Nice. Turn it off?
Two
Yeah.
up bitches, little cars, big hearts.
That's what it's supposed to feel like. All right, so I want to do a quick recap on my late model race. This is all my lap times for the late model race. As you can see, you have several 9-second laps. That means that there was multiple less than 5-second laps because they set the minimum at 5 seconds. Every time it would run below 5, it would automatically just keep going and then count the second lap. So basically, I was almost 8 to 9 laps short. Unfortunately, when they corrected it, they say they wouldn't go back through the times and fix it. I kind of disagree on it because the lap times are there. So if you do some math, maybe it's not all the way there. I can kind of see it from the other side as well, but they were not going to change the overall result. So we would have to settle and come from the back because of a mistake. So a little disappointed about that, a little frustrating, but at this point, there's nothing we can do about it. So we'll go from there. All right, so we're back in the future here again. So after round 2, obviously after round 1, we make adjustments, thinking the track was going to stay still a little slick. So the good thing with the cars, they have some adjustability, even the regular CustomWorks platform, which what the CustomWorks late model is right now at the moment is a CustomWorks chassis. So what we ended up doing after round 1 for round 2, we moved the battery back a little bit on all the cars, except for the midget. The midget we just did a little fine tweaking, and then the fact that we didn't get too much run with this, we didn't really do much. So after we done round 1 in the Midwest mod, we automatically knew the track was gripped up, way more gripped up than what I thought it was going to be. And that's my fault. Because for the initial start, we weren't ready, right? We were building car at the last minute. In these races, in any race you go, you always want to be watching the track conditions. And we missed it. And that's fine. We got through it. So, like I mentioned before, on the late model for second round, I just changed from greens to purples on the rear springs, and just made some adjustments on trackside and sent it. It was pretty decent. And then the midget did well. So moving on to before third round, I didn't get the chance to record. I just sat down and put my head down and made all these adjustments. So the good thing about building the cars the way I built it, the S80 chassis, is that it gives me so much moving, be able to move the battery around. We're utilizing the weight that the car already naturally has and putting it where we want it, basically. Meaning we have more percentage on the front end, which is very key on the Midwest mods, because most times we're using drag brake to cause the initiation for the suspension to go down and enter, to dive in, and then obviously we can fine tune that in the ESC. And then a lot of times we put weight in the front, like stacks of weight, to try to just get that nose down. So now the way we placed everything on the car, naturally it has the weight in the front that it already had. Not only that, it gives us a universal ability to move the battery in any which way we want. And I'll show you the difference here in a minute. So preparing for round 3, knowing what we know, for the Midwest mod, we also changed the springs on the rear. We went to purples. I had a left rear weight on the adjustable arm, took that off, just put a stock arm on it. We went down on the hub, on the tallest, we went up, we went up on the lowest part of the hub to try to eliminate traction in the rear. Everything was about losing traction but gaining more weight to the front to help the initial steer. So the initial steer will help get it in and come around, and when you on throttle with less traction, it maybe help just make that extra rotation as in kind of losing traction, right? That's the thought process. So what I ended up doing, Midwest mod, changed the springs, took the weight off the rear on the brass arm, and we ended up moving the battery far forward and left, almost close to hanging off the chassis. Obviously, chassis I cut has a little bit wider, so it has a little bit more. And then we just left everything else the way it was. We made some spring adjustments on the side. I adjusted the arms to mimic my late model, and then we went from there. On the late model, I ended up moving the battery forward again and pretty much just kind of leaving it how it is. I did change the hubs, did not remove the weight from the left rear because the late model has, for me, right, the late model has so much more downforce in the front that I didn't want to overdo it where the car was just going to be turning so much and not. So it's a fine tune. This is how we learn, right? In the midget, we also moved the battery as far forward as we can. The only thing was I did not bring myself to the optional where I can stand the battery up. So right now my battery is laying down on the midget and I can move it forward, left, right, or opposite, whatever, right? But then I can stand it up like your traditional midgets and put all the weights. But I didn't have that piece with me, so we just opted to move the battery as far over to the left, obviously what the cage allows, and then all the way forward. And then no spring changes, just made slight adjustments on the spring collar. So this is round 3. We'll jump into it and then we'll finish out this video. So we're back in the future here again. So after round 2, obviously after round 1, we made adjustments, thinking the track was going to stay still a little slick. So the good thing with the cars, they have some adjustability, even the regular CustomWorks platform, which what the CustomWorks late model is right now at the moment is a CustomWorks chassis. So what we ended up doing after round 1 for round 2, we moved the battery back a little bit on all the cars, except for the midget. The midget we just did a little fine tweaking, and then the fact that we didn't get to do much run with this, we didn't really do much. So after we done round 1 in the Midwest mod, we automatically knew the track was gripped up, way more gripped up than what I thought it was going to be. And that's my fault. Because for the initial start, we weren't ready, right? We were building car at the last minute. And these races, in any race you go, you always want to be watching the track conditions. And we missed it. And that's fine. We got through it. So like I mentioned before, on the late model for second round, I just changed from greens to purples on the rear springs and just made some adjustments on trackside and sent it. It was pretty decent. And then the midget did well. So moving on to before third round, I didn't get the chance to record. I just sat down and put my head down and made all these adjustments. So the good thing about building the cars the way I built it, the S80 chassis, is that it gives me so much vulnerable, like be able to move the battery around. We're utilizing the weight that the car already naturally has and putting it where we want it, basically. Meaning we have more percentage on the front end, which is very key on the Midwest mods, because most times we're using drag brake to cause the initiation for the suspension to go down and enter, to dive in, and then obviously we can fine tune that in the ESC. And then a lot of times we put weight in the front, like stacks of weight to try to just get that nose down. So now the way we placed everything on the car, naturally it has the weight in the front that it already had. Not only that, it gives us a universal ability to move the battery in any which way we want. And I'll show you the difference here in a minute. So preparing for round 3, knowing what we know, for the Midwest mod, we also changed the springs on the rear. We went to purples. I had a left rear weight on the adjustable arm, took that off, just put a stock arm on it. We went down on the hub, on the tallest, we went up, we went up on the lowest part of the hub to try to eliminate traction in the rear. Everything was about losing traction but gaining more weight to the front to help the initial steer. So the initial steer will help get it in and come around, and when you on throttle with less traction, it maybe help just make that extra rotation as in kind of losing traction, right? That's the thought process. So what I ended up doing, Midwest mod, changed the springs, took the weight off the rear on the brass arm, and we ended up moving the battery far forward and left, almost close to hanging off the chassis. Obviously, chassis I cut has a little bit wider, so it has a little bit more. And then we just left everything else the way it was. We made some spring adjustments on the side. I adjusted the arms to mimic my late model, and then we went from there. On the late model, I ended up moving the battery forward again, and pretty much just kind of leaving it how it is. I did change the hubs, did not remove the weight from the left rear, because the late model has, for me, right, the late model has so much more downforce in the front that I didn't want to overdo it where the car was just going to be turning so much and not. So it's a fine tune. This is how we learn, right? In the midget, we also move the battery as far forward as we can. The only thing was I did not bring myself to the optional where I can stand the battery up. So right now my battery is laying down on the midget, and I can move it forward, left, right, or opposite, whatever, right? But then I can stand it up like your traditional midgets and put all the weights. But I didn't have that piece with me, so we just opted to move the battery as far over to the left, obviously what the cage allows, and then all the way forward. And then no spring changes, just made slight adjustments on the set on the spring collar. So this is round 3. We'll jump into it and then we'll finish out this video.
There you go. Do that.
30 seconds. Millet, Earhart, Dornak. Nice. Lucid. Dornak takes the 1. Earhart, Millet.
Keep it low. Keep it low. Man, the fuck up, but he got power.
What? Was it? How was it?
10 seconds. Dornak, Earhart, Millet. Chris, Lineker, Riley. 4, 3. Race them to your call. Race them to your call. Keep it rolling. Done.
All right, you're done. You're done.
You're running.
Damn.
That went from last to
Dornak, Earhart, Millet.
Damn.
Belusi,
Them goddamn purples work.
Lineker. Top 5.
I thought you said they're too heavy.
Riley.
I didn't say that.
Troy, Katie, Travis, South.
Are they blowing this track
Top
off?
5 on the podium. Then just done the top 4 to 10.
You can't even take my car
Midwest
because I'm up.
You're on the clock.
Hey, they blowing? No, no blow.
Jordan, you need to move that right rear back. Jordan,
10 fast sprinters.
you need to move the right
I need
rear
number
back.
5.
Let me see. I don't know if my wrist
10 fast sprinters.
baggy ass custom work. No, man.
This comes in.
Tight as fuck. So if I'm loose,
Millet.
You're loose or you're
I'm
tight?
tight.
Here, try that.
Bring that all the way in and put that in. Open up the right rear. Bring that all the way in. No, I don't have it too.
Don't want pain.
Minute.
I got a 2 on
1
you?
minute for adjustments and whatnots.
Be Marshall, please, in that last race. What do you need, Ray?
We're gonna open up that right rear all the way.
Yeah, you okay?
String stop to the podium. Top 5.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. What they're doing.
Dornak, Earhart, Millet.
Come back.
Belusi. Lineker. Belusi's racing right now. Chris is racing.
Huh? All right, bring it in.
All right, guys, shut the track down.
All right, I will. Once you put it in.
I've got 1, 2, 3 seats need to be filled. Before we line them up, I need corner number 4, 2, 1, field.
Good luck, guys.
Before we start this race, shuttle down.
Good luck.
2 and 4. I'm not starting until I get 2 more marshals.
Wrong way.
It looked like somebody was going to cover 1, but they went away. 4.
Yeah, that's it. Go put you on
Get a seat.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody.
Got pissed off you're not in the picture though.
There's a lot of somebodies around,
Hey, I'm not in the
but
picture.
nobody wants to be that guy.
Did they do the sprint car one already?
Or Lynn.
I don't know.
Y'all just sit, we can sit here.
What are we waiting for?
What are we doing?
Somebody needs to quarter marshal 4.
Well, you got all your guys on the podium. That's the problem.
Let me run down and
Just-
take my pictures. So we can...
Sometime soon.
Why don't we
These guys are waiting, their cars are running. As your car runs,
You're the one that called them over
battery
there.
dies.
You told him to the podium.
Line 'em up, back straight.
Let's go, Chris!
No, wait.
It's gonna turn.
That. I see him. Take it easy, Chris.
I can't remember what I started at. 4?
Third or fourth?
Catch your breath. Line 'em up. Ray, Joe, Chris. Noel, Jordan. Michael, Charles.
Please stay together. If it stays together, we might have a chance.
Everybody checked in, everybody lined up. All marshals are in place.
We're going right off the rip, right?
Y'all know what to do. Roll them out. Same time on 2. Keep them tight. You reckon it's on you? You reckon somebody will start again? Go, go. Clean. Up next, Spice Superstar, Amen. Stage and ready. I like this is good stuff. Keep it going.
Oh.
30 seconds in. Rested, Crosser, Serta. One car down.
Crap.
6-man field. Minute in. Ray, Joe, Well, Chris, Michael, Jordan. Tight race. Super tight race. Another car on the side. 5-man race.
Appreciate that.
Change the game. Ray, Joe, Chris, Jordan.
Goddamn.
Jet car, back stretch.
Three
Three
cars,
left.
1, 2, 3. Third place, second place. First and second.
23 seconds to go.
Thank you.
Get ready. Joe, Jordan. Keep rolling, keep rolling.
Well, what you gonna do?
Done.
Win some, lose some.
Top five. Ray, Joe, Jordan,
Well, yeah, you've got full
Chris, Noel. Okay, spot, rename. Home spot. Award just got here. If you want to do your voting pictures again with your awards and all that jazz, now the track's up.
Mike Harrison. Gene Murphy. Gene Murphy.
You got a track that's got glue on it? Yeah, they're all right. Normal track? Yes, sir. Sideways, spinning out.
2 minutes to start the race.
Well, y'all well? Oh, James,
Team lap.
His card is
1 minute to start the race.
Let's see what happens.
45 seconds to start the race.
I got no camera you got on your hat. That's cool.
Excuse me?
That camera.
Oh, thank you.
Where'd you get that?
Best Buy.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I gotta find one. I was trying to get something.
About 20 seconds to go.
15 seconds to start
Make
the
sure
race.
we get all seats filled, full
Next video.
class here.
Yes, sir.
Less than 5 seconds.
That was a big time, but we made it to the big time. To the back right now. Yeah.
Shut them down. Shut them down and bring them to backstretch.
Two laps, they'll rag, we'll get in front. No, look at that.
17-car field here. Looks like I got all corners covered.
Hey, Mike.
We will line them up. In the 1, Jay Black.
Good luck, man.
In the 2, Mike Harrison.
Good luck, Jay.
3, Scott Earhart. 4, Chris Tyndall. 5, Will Serta. 6, Shane Watkins. 7, Jimmy Adams.
Good luck, guys.
8, James Brazil. Y'all seen it before, we'll do it again. Keep them tight. If you wreck somebody, I will restart it. If you wreck yourself, I'm not. Second time out of 2, roll them out, Jay. Tighten it up, back. Go, go. Hey, that's clean. I like it. It's like, you left seat clean. Change. Watch it. Clean. Watch it, 4. Watch it come out of 4. Clear. Our marshals do this pure hustle. Pure hustle. 30 seconds in. There's a lot of shuffling going on. As I see it right now, black and the white. Earhart 2. Here's 3. It's super tight. Serta 4. Everything is subject to change. It's given 4 minutes.
3 minutes left.
Watch it 3 and 4. Watch it 3 and 4. Clear. He got a 6-pack. Man. Watch your handies. Just some ice afterwards. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Jay Black, hold the 1. Fight off Earhart, Will, and Adams. Battle back and forth for that 3. Watch it go down to 4. Watch it 4. Watch it go clear. Everything's clear. Watch it on the front, watch it on the front, watch it on the front. Clear. A little over halfway through. Jay Black at the 1, Scott Earhart at 2. Serta 3, Jimmy Adams 4, Harrison 5. Minute 30 to go. Watch up back stretch. Watch it going into 3. Watch it going into 3. Watch it coming out of 2. Watch it high on 2. High on 2.
Thank you. I'll try not to bump you. Well, come on now.
Minute to go. Jay Black in the 1, Scott Earhart in the 2. Serta 3, Pearson 4. Mike Harrison, Shane Watkins, Trent Lee. Race is super tight. Watch it on the front, watch it on the front. Clear. 30 seconds. Ten seconds to go, 10 seconds to go. Jay Black, hold the 1. Earhart 2. Not separated by much at all. Race them to the finish. Race them to the last thing done.
Mike Harrison left. Shane Wilkie left. James Brazil left.
Done.
Scott Earhart left. Jimmy Adams left.
Up here, midget A-Main. In the 1, Jay Black. 2, Scott Earhart. 3, Noel Serta. 4, Mike Harrison. 5, Shane Watkins. 6, Chris Tindall. 7, James Brazil. 8, Jimmy.
Well, take it over there for me. Please.
Up next, late model, A-Main.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta take that shit off.
Michael Oliver.
Top 4, 10. Top 5 podium.
Chris Moore.
And I got Noel. Go back to back here. So we'll podium. He's over there. His car's there. We'll wait through his podium picture later.
Marshall, for that last one.
High 4.
Marshall.
Jesus Christ.
Increase.
Turn my head. Got a 9-car field on paper. And I'm showing
Forty-five seconds to the start line.
race number 16 of 19. Your late model A-Main.
Front straight, front straight.
Next, we will sprint A-Main.
15 seconds to start the race.
10 seconds.
Less than 5.
New car, Mike.
Done. Final adjustments
New car.
need to be made. Cars parked.
New car.
Pull the cars. Pull the cars. We're going to blow the track and fill the seats.
Trust me, I know.
This is a full house.
Thank you.
We tend to have a congregation in that area.
I don't know if I'm
Shut them
going.
down.
I don't know if I'm gonna have enough tire.
Shut them down and let them on the back stretch. I need a marshal. 3 and 4. Inside. Mike Harrison, feet down. Okay, running order.
Sorry, whoever that was.
Robert Linegar in the 1. Up into the back stretch.
Somebody's up his backstretch.
Hey, no.
His backstretch is all
There he is.
stretched
Okay, I
out.
didn't see him. Jay was blocking the view for me. Michael Alford in the 2. Jackson Duffy in the 3.
It's like-
James Brazil in the 4. Noel Serta in the 5. Mike Presley in the 6. Chris, 7. Ray Preston, 8. Paul, 9.
Hey, let's just make it a fucking daisy train, guys.
The huge
Alright.
centipede.
You see where you're at. You mess up the start twice, we start no matter what. Keep them tight. And I'll race until I say it. Second time out of 2 on Robert. Roll out.
That's free.
Y'all gotta go. No, gotta go back here.
Next time around, tighten up the back. Go, go, go. Clean. Good start, guys. Watch it, 4, watch, 1 and 2, high 1 and 2 clear. Low the back, low the back, low the back. Clear.
My bad, Carson.
Low the back. Look at the hustle.
I'm trying to play nice and
Minute in. Michael, Noel, Robert, Ray, Jackson, Paul, Brazil. Watch it, forward clear.
oh
Watch it,
my
two, watch it,
god.
two. Just about halfway through. Michael Alford in 1, Robert Finnegan in 2, Ray, Paul, Noel, Jackson, Brazil. Minute 45 to go. Minute 45 to go. Watch on the front. Clean. Minute 30. Watch on the front. High the front. High the back. Hang with it. High on 2, high on 2. Clear. Minute 15 to go.
One minute back.
Go high on 2, high on 2. Clear. Same thing. Move. 45 seconds to go. 45 seconds to go. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Nine, 3, 4.
Golly.
Old car. One of the infield.
Something broke. Dang it. Oh, God.
17 seconds to go. Robert, Mike.
Yeah, something
Ray.
broke.
Chris, Mike.
All right, guys, there you have it. It was tough mains. Fought through a lot of things. You know, there's a lot of things that happen during those races. At the end of the day, really looking at it, it is what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone was out there just trying to do their best to their ability. So like myself, we're not all perfect. It happens. Midwest Mod, you know, from where we started at the beginning of the day, 24 hours less prior to that, you know, started from being a design to being cut out and then finally completed right before the first round. So it went a long way. I'm really happy with the car. It is working how it is intended, how I in my mind it worked. Obviously there's a couple little fine tweaks that I like to do. Late model, obviously I could have put a bit better forth effort in maintenance wise. Basically just grabbed the car from last time, it was already blown off. Just blew it off again, make sure everything was good, bearing checked it good, throw it to race. And then basically all the focus was on the midget in the Midwest Mod. Midget did good. A lot of errors on my part when it comes to like maintenance, and then rushing to build a car, not putting Loctite where you need to put Loctite and stuff. So, and evidently, you know, we couldn't help with for the Midwest model where it broke the stud inside the deal. So, I mean, we tried our best. So, going from there, really happy with the car. So, basically it, you know, we shout out to my boy Joseph for coming out with me. He did really good, made some really good decisions on deciding to slow down, look forward, make laps, and just sticking with it. You know, we made the adjustments as needed. He was able to figure a lot of things out on his own, so then whenever we did make the adjustments, it made sense. We all learn different, and I think sometimes that's what we need, is just different perspective on things. So, had a blast. Shout out to everybody at the track. Obviously, no one's ever going to be completely happy with the track. You know, there's mixed emotions about how things should be and this and that, right? Whatever. We're all in the same track. We all had to overcome the same deals. At the end of the day, it came out to be a really good surface. Had some fun, and it's all about. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. We got a lot of things planned. We're about 45 to 50 subscribers away from hitting that 1,000 mark. Really excited about that. There's a lot of things in the background, even though I don't post that much. There's a lot of things that I want to do. I'm not a basher. The only thing I could probably bash is per se is maybe rock crawling. That looks pretty fun, but I got some things that I want to do with my buddies, my friends, my son. Something I want to do really fun at the track. Working on a couple of things, very expensive. I will put that out there, but I think it'll make a good time. So I hope y'all be patient with me and look forward for that. At the end of the day, I want to say thank y'all for everyone who's just stood by me and waited and for these videos. I try my best to answer questions when I can, and I'll continue to do that. But for now, this is it for today. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one pretty soon. So take care. We'll see you later. Peace.